Hey there, this is Matt once again, and welcome back to another video. This is just going to be a quick little one, maybe, showing some Blu-rays that I picked up. First off, the Rush Hour Trilogy on Blu-ray. Beautiful artwork of Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker. That's really cool. Whoever drew this. And in the back, artwork detailing things from the 3 movies. Slides out like this. Thankfully, they're all individually separate discs, because sometimes they'll do like 2 on 1 disc. So like you have the first film, you have the second film, you have the third film, you have a special features disc for the third film, and then you have a bonus disc, which this bonus disc is only a 20-minute newer interview where you have Brett Ratner and Jackie Chan separately talking about the impact of Rush Hour. It is about 20 minutes long. And I got this because I only had the films on DVD. I enjoyed the first 2. I don't like the third one. Once in a while there's a moment in the third one I can smirk at. And sadly there's been much worse sequels since then than Rush Hour 3. But it is a disappointing film. I'm still not a fan of it. It's definitely, I can still feel that disappointment I had being a big fan of the first 2. And the first 2 DVDs, the Rush Hour 1, mine was a bit scratched up so it would skip. I'm like, okay, I need to upgrade. And then, oh, I can get Rush Hour 2. And this seems the cheapest, easiest way to get Rush Hour 2 on Blu-ray. I don't know why, but hey, to get Rush Hour 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, has the features from the DVDs, and then on top of that, a new 20-minute interview. Plus, really cool artwork. It's worth sticking, hey, in order to get this, I'm fine with having the third movie. Just, I would say I like Rush Hour 2 the best, then Rush Hour 1. And speaking of which, speaking of Blu-rays and speaking of Rush Hour, a little plea to anyone who works at a studio. This film here, which I reviewed long ago, Drive, this desperately needs a Blu-ray. Hell, you can't even really get this on DVD in the US, at least the special edition. In fact, sometime I'm going to order another copy of this because this one's a bit scratched up. And I love this film to death. If you've never seen Drive, it's a better version of Rush Hour, and it came out a year before Rush Hour. In fact, in one of the interviews here, Kadeem Hardison, who's one of the co-stars, he says he met Brett Ratner, that guy there. He met Brett Ratner, and Brett Ratner said, man, if your movie came out in a wide release, we could not have done Rush Hour, because I like Rush Hour 1 and 2, but this is a better movie, and it was only done for like $3 million. Mark Dacascos does fantastic action and fight sequences that beat... I like the action scenes in Rush Hour 1 and 2, but this is like 100 times more intense, insanely choreographed action scenes. And I would say a better movie, very entertaining, fast-paced. These two work well together. And I'd say it's a lot like Rush Hour, not really the plot, but just the fact of these two kind of guys getting together, mixed with martial arts and comedy. You have a martial arts master, and then Chris Tucker, or here Kadeem Hardison. And again, this came out a year before, 1997. Sadly, did not get a wide release, but I did review this film long ago. One day, whenever I pick up another copy of this, I want to do another review for this film, because this deserves a lot more attention. This movie is fantastic. If you're a fan of Rush Hour 1 and 2, or 3, I just say that because I'm not a fan of it. But if you are, that's cool. If you're a fan of any of them, give this a watch. Please do. I think this is on YouTube. if you type in Drive 1997 or Drive Martha Koskis. So I figured, since I was going to show that, a recommendation, check out Drive. It's a fantastic movie. One of the most underrated action films of the 90s, in my opinion. And so, I have 4 more Blu-rays, and technically 5 more movies. I mentioned this before, but be able to show it now. Predator. This is the first time they released the Predator movie on Blu-ray. Because I know after this they did a version called the Ultimate Hunter Edition, which was DNR, which means they took the grain away so people look much more wax-like, which I did not want that. So went on eBay and found this for pretty cheap, thankfully. And it doesn't have the features, just has the trailer. But I'll keep my DVD for the features. And I popped it in. I was fine. I mean, the picture quality could be improved, very much improved, but at the same time, I wonder if it's just one of those movies that you can't do much more because the way it was filmed in the jungle. And I mean, I liked it more than the DVD. So, and from the pictures I've seen of the DNR version, I'm glad to pick this up. I mean, it's Predator on Blu-ray. I'm glad I have it for the collection. One of the best action films of the 80s. My favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. But you know me, I'm a big fan of Predator 2 as well, so it's hard for me to pick which one I like more. That's how much I love Predator 2, but that's the first film. I know this is, again, that's weird. This is the cover that's on the special edition DVD, but yet that has features and this doesn't. But if you get the DNR one, that does have the features. Still, when they released this, other than all the putting features, better cover too should have been on the agenda. I found a poster from Thailand. I posted on my Facebook. It's a beautiful poster. I wish that was the poster on this. Nice to have that on Blu-ray though. Godzilla from 1998. I am a fan of this movie. I reviewed all the Godzilla films thanks to Lane618 Cody, who sent me all the Godzilla films, so I did a marathon. Have a playlist of those reviews for those who are interested. It was a lot of fun. Found a lot of great ones like Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster and versus the Sea Monster and GMK. The one with the undead, where someone called it the Deadite Godzilla, which was really cool. A lot of fun movies. But even after watching them and doing a rewatch and review of this, and yes, there's a review of this on the channel, and I do enjoy the film, I wanted to pick it up on Blu-ray. It has a sort of nice little sort of gloss or shimmer to it. Features not much. There's a commentary from the visual effects artist. A little behind the scenes with Godzilla with Charles Kamen. All-time best of Godzilla fight scenes. And the music video to Heroes. So, not a lot of features. But yeah, I know this gets a lot of hate, but I find it a fun, entertaining popcorn movie. I think the biggest mistake is they called it Godzilla. And even then, to me, it's fine because even in the continuity of the original Godzilla, they just say this is a different animal. We thought it was Godzilla, but it was really, call it Zilla, call it monster, call it reptile, reptilian, reptar. Don't call it reptar from Rugrats. Just call it anything else. And I like this more than the 2014 movie because I found this to be a fun popcorn entertainment movie. When I watch a monster movie, this is the kind of movie I want, a fun movie. So I enjoy the film. Speaking of Jackie Chan before, Rumble in the Bronx. My first introduction to Jackie Chan. Didn't know much about him. Saw a trailer to this on a VHS tape we had rented. And I'm like, who is this guy? And he does his own stunts. And there's a special, I want to say on ABC, where it starts like, Arnold is an amateur. Bruce Willis is a wussy. The real last action hero was Jackie Chan. Like, that's how the news thing started, and then they interviewed Jackie Chan. Who is Jackie Chan? Oh, He does all his own stunts. I remember looking at that, like, wow, a guy who does all his own stunts? Cool. And probably my favorite Jackie Chan film. A little bit of nostalgia in there. I will say some of my favorite Jackie Chan films. It'd be this one. Let's see, if I did like a top 10, I don't know what order, but I know Rumble in the Bronx would be in there. I did order a Blu-ray of Operation Condor, so that'll be coming soon. Because I only have it in one of those packs where they had like 6 or 8 movies in it. Like those cheap Miramax DVD things. It was like double-sided disc or something. What was it? Operation Condor would be on there. I think Super Cop, Police Story, Jackie Chan's First Strike would be on there. 2 I really enjoy is Mr. Nice Guy and Jackie Chan's Who Am I? And sadly, those 2 I don't think are on Blu-ray, as far as I could tell. Again, that's too bad. Mr. Nice Guy and Jackie Chan's Who Am I think they're 2 of his better ones. They deserve a Blu-ray release. No features, sadly. Well, I haven't popped it in yet, but based on the back, apparently there's no features. I haven't had a chance, but I enjoy this film. And yeah, I know it's the type of movie where it's New York, but yet, if you look, there's mountains in the background because they didn't shoot in New York. But despite that kind of stuff, I have a lot of fun with Rumble in the Bronx. And last but not least, The Transporter 1 and 2. 2 of my favorite Jason Statham films. Thankfully, they are both on a separate disc and even have artwork on the disc for each one. It says here the features. First one, the commentary by Jason Statham, producer Stephen Chasman. Second one, they don't say anything. So I don't even know if these have the deleted scenes from the DVD, at least for the first movie. But they are both in widescreen. Figure get these for an upgrade from the DVD. These 2, as well as Crank 1 and 2, are definitely my favorite Jason Statham films. Probably say the Crank films I like a bit more, but love these 2. And it's cool because it doesn't have the third movie. It's like, it knew my heart. It knew, don't have the third movie in there, just have 1 and 2. So, and this was pretty inexpensive. This is like $6. Can't beat $6 for 2 movies on Blu-ray. So, anyway, that is my Blu-ray update. Once again, Transporter 1 and 2, great movies. Rumble in the Bronx, first Jackie Chan film I ever saw. Godzilla, 1998, I still enjoy the film. Predator, always a classic. Fucking Fox, or Disney, who has Fox. Okay, if you don't make another Predator movie, you're releasing it in September now, make a fucking just end-all be-all Blu-ray of Predator. Get the best picture you can, get the best sound you can, get all the features, hell, do new features. Sit Arnold Schwarzenegger down for an interview because he's busy on YouTube or whatever quoting lines from his movies. Instead of sitting there quoting lines from your movies, come over and talk about a new interview with Predator. If you do that, Fox, well, Disney, whoever the fuck's releasing it now, I know it's Fox, but you know, Disney has a part of it since they own Fox. Whoever the fuck, if you do that, I won't give your movie that much shit. Just do it, man. For fuck's sake, it's Predator, deserves it. And the Rush Hour trilogy. Now, last but not least, a recommendation. Check out Drive with Mark Dacascos. If you liked the Rush Hour movies, we all have different tastes, but I have a feeling that if you like the Rush Hour films, you will love Drive. And it's directed by Steve Wayne, who did Guyver 2 Dark Hero. Watching that film, this film made me go, that guy, Steve Wayne, would be the perfect director for a Ninja Turtle movie. Because in Guyver 2 Dark Hero, for like a $500,000 budget or something, he could do people do. He could film people in monster suits and creature suits doing crazy choreographed martial arts, and here he could deal with likable characters, action, and comedy, and much better than any of those Michael Bay produced Ninja Turtle bullshit. So, and this was only, again, $3 million this cost. $3 million. That's insane to me. Deserves a Blu-ray. What the fuck. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. And we will see you later. Bye-bye.